Your delay is not your denial. There's a certain kind of pain that words can't describe. It's the ache of waiting. Waiting for the answer. Waiting for the breakthrough. Waiting for the love you've prayed for. The healing you've hoped for. The door you've knocked on 1,000 times, and still stands closed. And somewhere deep inside you start to wonder, have I been forgotten? Did I miss my chance? Was that dream just not meant for me? But let me speak to your soul today. Your delay is not your denial. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not going to. Just because they said no doesn't mean God said no. Just because the road is long doesn't mean you've taken a wrong turn. Sometimes the silence is sacred. Sometimes the pause is protection. You see, life doesn't always follow your timeline. God doesn't operate on your calendar. And your destiny doesn't bow to deadlines. That job you didn't get, it wasn't rejection, it was redirection. That person who left, they weren't your ending, they were your detour. That dream that feels delayed, it's not denied, it's being refined. Because you were never forgotten. You were being prepared. Preparation always comes before elevation. But preparation feels like pressure. It feels like discomfort. Like nothing's moving, even though everything inside you is breaking and building at once. You're being stretched because your future is bigger than your past. You're being tested because your next level requires a deeper version of you. You're in the hallway between where you are and where you're meant to be. And yes, the hallway is hard. But the door will open. It always does. Can I tell you something? Delay doesn't mean you're not worthy. Delay doesn't mean you're not called. Delay doesn't mean you're not ready. It simply means the pieces are still falling into place. The people you need haven't arrived yet. The timing isn't aligned yet. But trust this. When it's your time, it will not miss you. No person, no mistake, no circumstance can block what's meant for your life. If it's delayed, it's being developed. If it's paused, it's being positioned. If it's quiet, it's because the next scene is being written in silence. You have not been denied, you are in divine delay. And there is a difference. Denial says it's over. Delay says, hold on, I'm not finished yet. So hold on. Hold on when your hands are tired. Hold on when your hope is shaking. Hold on when the world tells you it's too late. Because faith isn't about what you see, it's about what you believe. And if you can still believe, even in the dark, even in the quiet, even in the confusion, then you are stronger than you know. You've cried behind closed doors. You've questioned your worth in the silence. You've watched others move ahead while you stood still. And still, you gave. Still, you hoped. Still, something inside of you whispered, keep going. That whisper, that's your soul remembering what your mind forgot. You are not here by accident. Your story is not over. And what you're walking through now, this waiting season, is not wasted. God doesn't give us dreams to tease us. He gives us dreams to shape us. But the shaping is painful. The delay feels like rejection. The waiting feels like punishment. But what if the delay is divine design? You see, the delay is where the soil softens, where pride is stripped away, where trust is rebuilt, where your heart learns to bend but not break. It's where your character is refined, your patience is deepened, and your clarity returns. Because if you got it too soon, you wouldn't be ready. You'd misuse it. You'd doubt it. You might even lose it. But when it comes after the delay, Oh, you'll know how to hold it. You'll know what it cost you. And you'll never take it for granted. You'll look back one day and say, "Thank God it didn't happen when I wanted, because now I see why it had to take time." The person you are becoming in the wait is the person who will thrive in the answer. So breathe. Joseph waited. David waited. Even Jesus waited. The waiting doesn't mean you're lost. It means you're being aligned with something greater than you can imagine. You're not stuck. You're being slowed down, so you can grow roots before you rise. You're not being ignored. You're being protected from what you can't yet see. And when you feel most forgotten, that's when heaven is working the hardest behind the curtain. So don't curse the delay. Don't let bitterness poison your soul. Use this time. Learn. Heal. Get stronger. Get clearer. Get aligned. Because what's coming will need all of you. Faith isn't easy. Not when the timeline keeps shifting. Not when the silence gets louder. Not when the wait feels endless. But true faith isn't believing when you see it. It's believing until you see it. So close your eyes and picture the life you know you're meant for. The peace, the purpose, the promise. Now open your eyes and keep walking toward it, step by step. Even if the path isn't clear, even if no one claps for you, even if no one understands, you don't need approval. You don't need perfect conditions. You just need trust. Trust the timing. Trust the delays. Trust that what's meant for you will not pass you by. And when fear creeps in, whisper this to your heart. My story is not behind schedule. What's for me will find me in divine time. I am not being punished. I am being prepared. Let those words be your anchor. Let them carry you through the quiet, through the confusion, through the delay. The version of you who started this journey is not the same version who will finish it. Because you are becoming wiser, stronger, more grounded, more aligned with who you truly are. Don't rush that process. Don't resent the slowness. Some things need time to ripen. Some blessings need time to be built. You don't want a fast breakthrough. You want the right one. And it's coming. Every day you wait, you grow. Every tear you cry waters something deep. Every prayer you whisper is heard. Heaven is not ignoring you. It's preparing you. And when the door finally opens, this is not punishment. This is divine timing. And one day soon, you'll wake up in the middle of the miracle you almost gave up on. You'll look back at the delay and whisper, "Now I see, it was never a no, it was just not yet." Hold on. Believe again. Your delay is not your denial. If this message spoke to your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Someone else out there is waiting for their miracle too. Let this message find them. And remember, you are not behind. You are right on time. This channel isn't just about words. It's about healing. It's about choosing yourself, one moment, one boundary, one breath at a time. Until next time, stay kind, stay strong, and most of all, stay true to you.